also be something they
Okay, we've got Heretics on defense, we've got Gentlemates on attack. We get to see a defense team against a team that can't get info top side of the map. Surely, I see some kind of pushes. South side crunch, north side crunch, late pushes. Surely I see something on defense. We'll see. Camera can get early info. Could be nice. We'll keep it in mind.
Case once more, if Heretics can put themselves 2-2, starting out here on Fracture, the choice of mates. And well, you do see that veto again in play, Tom. I know you're not a huge fan.
Early info over towards Dish as well. Ooh, they might get two on site. Wait, how do they react? One goes forward, one goes back. Good luck on site. I did good to get one. And the two teammates push all the way through as well. Oh, this was nice, dude. This was good from Heretics. Smoke off this, both push through the smoke. Did they smoke this as well so they couldn't get wrapped on? Yeah, they did.
If he's in that sort
of
form,
good, man.
Heretics.
When do we stop believing in Heretics?
Now for Martin and Starzo, normally you might like to try and reposition in this moment, but
never.
With the spike down in such an awkward spot, the players on Heretics really don't need to move.
If we look at
even though it will be a bit of damage,
ever since they put Koshmaris on Neon,
strong start in the
I
pistol.
think it's been pretty good.
Nice to see.
It's one pistol. Yeah, but
swinging for the hills
did you forget about last week?
He managed to get a second lease of life when put under so much pressure. The dominoes start to fall from there. And Tom, let's talk a little bit about this mates comp, because obviously coming in with the veto, I think
it was a good pistol though. It was a good pistol. That's very true.
You don't like him on Fracture, or do
you
just not like the agent at all?
I just don't.
The golden
think
rule.
I've seen anybody really run.
Okay, let's see if we have a bit. Oh boy, he's isolated.
I think it's like it's so much about all the different timing, and also I think we saw from Martin specifically, like having those outs with his TPs
pretty
was
legit
difficult
on Heaven.
to deal with. Now I will say, I think last time they played, they were up against a KO. So there were moments where he was trying to escape and he just couldn't. So that's obviously a little bit of a different story. But also it's Martin. Like, sure, you get the TP element he used to have on Yoru, but have you seen his Phoenix? Like, man just running around destroying people.
He's
his Raze as well, which is
yeah, but imagine the pause flips the other way. That's the problem. If they plant close,
the top of that board, whereas
it's
normally with the Sentinel, you might not say that.
It'll be interesting to see what happens.
He's holding the line or
They
whatever.
plant far away, it's not an issue. If they plant close, it's an issue.
Well, it was a big conversation across yesterday, and just in general within EMEA, within this meta, about running those
so much,
double
Hank. I
duelists.
appreciate the prime, mate.
I agree with you, especially Phoenix has had a massive uptick, albeit on some specific maps, but
going pretty slow on this, bit of orb farming.
But the application here, or indeed of having another.
Okay, we're going into the judge. It's either getting one or it's getting three.
With the Neon, just seems
they're going heavy Heaven.
More stock to play with.
He got three.
On top of the rope. Oh my goodness. The triple right away, and it had nothing to do with the Neon. That's unlucky that mates decided to take that battle.
Well, and it's so flawless, but also that first shot was 2 for 1, right?
Yeah, if they kind of timed it a little better. You see, it's a rare double kill for Judge with one bullet.
I don't know how he's managed to get away with that, but
he actually missed it, yeah.
Through the legs.
Whoa, it kind of like disappeared though as he did it.
That's insane. Judge, yeah, definitely not too strong. I think it's exactly where it needs to be.
Well, it was exactly where it needed to be there, right? That's the perfect position.
And now the judge becomes great on this one as well, especially as they know they still have a judge in place, so the potential pressure of the judge being over towards Heaven is here. But actually, it's over towards door. I like that a lot. Heavy A main hold. Again, I will say that these kind of trips. Oh wait, so you can do this, dude? Who's the team that tried to do this but they missed it up? You can actually do this and it covers both. It's a little better than I originally thought. There's a team that tried to do this, but there was a gap here. They didn't have the lineup for it.
And they decide to re-clear A.
It was specific. It was specific. You're right. Okay, it's a little bit better than I thought. Yeah, as soon as he jumps here, it's done. Can't be judged. Can't be jumping with the judge anymore. Just not going to kill at that range. That's like one of the main nerfs that they got. That's why the Neon's so good, because you're on the floor sliding crouched.
No rotation coming from the other side of the map. Still wary that this could go back the other way, and with Boo able to clear some of the ground. An important spray from Rien's, done some damage, but also found a pick.
It's a nice fade. I try catch on.
And buys a little bit of time for the rotation, although you can see that Benji was still a little hesitant.
They're almost lucky. that it was Beepo to go down because he was so low.
Oh, I like this
and
after
if it was
plant.
just a second later that they walked
they
out
can
of main,
show on site when they go
reveal
heavy
from
site, can
Rianz would have
TP main.
landed, would have caught a lot of them. But instead the timing was slightly off. Martin spray through the smoke, isn't though?
That's a little bold from Boom, man. I feel like, could they not have all peeked left side if he's going to do this?
They look towards main to take that space, but Glyph inside the smoke, spamming away. He's caught Benji in this round. Gone to hell in a handbasket. Easy
nice.
stuff.
I mean, this was cool to watch.
I
like they have some Fortnite after plan as
and
well.
considering this started with the idea to take A main, and Heretics stole
the veto.
that
I mean, the veto. I get the idea of the veto.
Recovery.
Yeah,
I just think people should be pushing against it loads.
Is obviously, we've seen both these
Everyone plays retake on this map. You have an agent that wins you off the
KC. Both of them beat KC, which, well, if you've watched any
you get no info on pushes, man.
But one of them did it with a dominant attack half.
I want to see something like this at one point.
So
especially if you go aggro, kind of push them into the side, you can do a double trip.
To start with. Now, I don't want to use KC as a pure
Mints with the
test.
tier 1, appreciate that as well. Thank you.
In the other direction, but what Heretics were very good at was getting aggressive, locking players into
see the
positions,
Bosta ace? Guys, why is everyone every 5 minutes asking about the Bosta ace? He gets aces every day. It's another day for him. Why are you acting like it's a once in a lifetime kind of thing?
I mean, I will say, we saw it in the replay, and props to them, that it was, what, 2 missed shots from the judge? Like, that should have been
Alright, Chad, there's no need for that.
I think they played everything well, just lost it when it came down to hitting their shots, which, you know, it's probably the better way to lose a round. It's a
he gets them in prac, but I get it. Yeah.
But look at this problem developing to the top of the map. Benji Fishy is pushed all the way through, and he's got a battle brewing. Shots landed onto Martin off screen, leaves him on 10 HP, and the walk
problem is kind of messes up the timing because of his teammates. At least they go a lot of proactive. But again, I would like them to go so early. You know the defense is, or you know the attack's going to split up.
Back into main, mates want to take that control, but instead they take a fight that turns to a massacre. 2 alive, Martin still on 10 HP, and they know exactly where Beepo is.
They get rewarded for the push.
The defuse could already be
Love
through.
to see that.
This is a formality for Heretics to close out.
It almost comes down to just holding onto the guns. Starzo doesn't have a weapon to play with in the next round, and him trying to fight versus 5 when Martin is sat on the other side of the map. No
chance. That is
chance.
Insanely convincing.
Again, you see the success that comes from having those
so, bit of aggression from Heretics, get rewarded. That's 1-1, 100%.
Definitely caught mates off guard. Now,
doesn't matter if it's a reaction, doesn't matter if it's just aggression at the beginning, I'm going to count it.
You will have known how aggressive your opponents are going to be, so I kind of want to see how they end up holding on in a lot of these scenarios.
Yeah, it is a bit of a funny moment because by the time that they get to this position,
ever in VCT. Yeah, but mate, when he was the jet op, he was popping them out every game, man.
Benji going there, and we sometimes criticize that when it goes wrong. Oh, why didn't they go together?
I've seen it all 6 years ago. That's the thing.
But it ends up
doesn't phase me anymore.
Beautifully for Team Heretics here. Benji not overcommitting to the north side fight, leaving Martin so low, and then the cavalry coming to meet them on that what was the south side crunch in the end. For mates,
guys,
losing that round doesn't leave them with nothing. They still have rifles, and they've got the ult on Starzo, but, well, who's it going to hit? Typically, you're going to put it around there. Thought it was still on the line, but never mind. Typically, you're going to put it around the B site from under, where he is right now, but we can see that Heretics are playing off-site. They're playing retake.
Whoa, what is this one?
Probably anticipating that.
I like this from Heretics, though. Good from them.
Use of the haunt.
They're doing what I want them to do. We're pushing out. Yeah, and they get rewarded. Again, they can't get the early info, so you can never take the rope back. You always have isolated people on either south side or north side.
Waiting, watching, and they've almost got them.
You definitely got to keep an eye on the spike, but
back the other way. That's at least something. But there's an opportunity for them to almost
still, the info's pretty big here.
Those flankers. Bibba needs to get something here and already dropped. Sure, you are
going
to get a plant. But you're going to have to win a 2v4 post
2v4 could be the second time that Heretics get rewarded for
that is definitely going to stand to them if they decide to play this a bit more aggressive and take a look at where Glyph is. Take a look at where Starzo's just moved to. They want to fight right off rip.
Whoa,
they
that's
need
nice.
the numbers to come back into their
Dude, keep an eye on Starzo. This is a big play from him. Benji, respect to Benji.
Benji's watching it.
It's good awareness.
Spidey senses tingling, and now Glyph all alone, trembling.
Nicely done.
As Heretics rush
2
back
times.
into the site.
Heretics go aggro on defense. 2 wins.
Nice try in the 2v4.
100%.
They set themselves up for
TBT
success,
with the prime. Appreciate the 9 months.
Was lost long before.
Good from them.
It was I like the attempt. Like it was just Benji being very, very aware. But this was, again, it was a similar problem that we saw KC have, was a lot of the time you're going to go for that 4-1. Maybe you have the majority north side, one south side.
So should have played time. Nah, it's a 2v4. He's got to do something.
But that means that player is likely going to have to face off against two. And even if it's a 1-for-1
Dude, if Benji
trade,
doesn't check that, he's on it. It's not a bad play by any means.
You still lost so much map control that it forces you into an aggressive move. As we saw, they tried to then jump out onto
strong ults on this one. So looks like Dynamics want to go a lot faster. Heretics looking like they're going to go into aggro.
I will say getting very
again, they isolate the one. We can't get any info here because we're on a veto. And they're all here fast to be able to react. Oh, we might get caught out though.
Now it's on Bippo to try to recover this. He's
what a great nade, dude. Kevin nade was insane.
Nightfall through, but the numbers already against them.
Can Boo get his molly out here?
Nice. The molly. I thought the timing was poor.
Isolated the ones as well.
For the trade, and with the numbers advantage, that is all that Heretics need.
Dude, look at them go. 3 rounds, they go aggro. 3 rounds, they win.
Well, he put through some
it's almost as if you need info on the attack side of this map for when people crunch you.
Benji's timing has been perfect. Every time that mates
people are remembering, man. People are remembering how to play this map.
Just in the nick of time, he
good.
Goes, okay, I think he can be there by now. And this time, a cage goes down as they move into sight. He won't be clearing the back, but he's buying them space to fight forward and defend that spike.
Yeah, they've got full control now. I think even starting to piece
Dude, it's been like a month now.
Last position that
I'm fed up.
Could be clearing everything else out so they can put a player into a spot without.
I'll give you a month grace period of a map.
And now it's just on to holding. 30 seconds left. Mini has been very snappy in the past.
Very nice. Really nice from Heretics.
5-1 up. Another fantastic round for Heretics, and it's actually very worrying for the side of mates, because that wasn't just like, oh yeah, we went quite aggressively, we threw a Nightfall in. That was a Nightfall and a Rolling Thunder. Those are 2 big ults thrown in, and just, well, I want to say base utility that denied them. A Molly denied them. I think there was a Seize that denied them as well.
This smoke's kind of nice.
Damning if you use 2 big ults and you don't even get the
Once you know about it, it's not going to get you value.
Especially in these moments, though, when you're sending 5 players.
Still a little bit weird for Gentlemates on this one. They, especially Martin, he needs to kind of talk to people and say, I am getting wrecked right now. So instead of doing like these passive trips in the mid, okay, so like, see he's doing these trips, but then he's like 1 here. Like, what's the point in doing the trip if you're still here? Like, they're gonna get the info by killing you, and then your trips are relevant, right? So you either go 5 and you have the trip, right? 5 bottom and you have the trip, or you're doing some stuff with aggro trip and you go like 3-2. Their whole thing of like trip and being on the same side of the trip, when they push into you, you get killed and then your trip's gone anyway. Like, what are we doing now? So I definitely think they need to change up their defense setup. They're getting pushed. They got to do something. So it might be better just go an aggro trip on the side that you're playing, or just play 5 and then trip. They're like the main options right now.
Particularly comfortable. It was talked about the Woot would come
in and be so it's 5 and trip. Good. At least they're learning.
He's currently 9-3.
We like that.
Think about the kills you've been seeing him get. Those are him diving into deep angles. He's meant to be the space taker so someone else can trade him. He's top of the board in the whole server.
The only round they lost was because he missed 2 shots of the
One thing I will say about this trip, though, is like, once you go close and find it, as long as you don't break it, you get all that info. You just can't fast rotate if they hit the same.
But the timeout might have changed things. Nade goes through. They've got to be worried. Damage done.
Man, if he committed there, maybe. It was good. It was good smokes for Boo, from Boo even.
For the retake, as you say, against these pistols, who are all now tagged down to 50 or so, except for Cliff.
It's actually a hard retake for Heretics.
Be easy.
The good news is for Boo, he's got double smoke. But does he smoke heaven or does he? He smokes heaven. That's nice. Smokes heaven, fight arcade.
Everybody else left on pistols. Timing here is the main thing, and Boo's looking to try and hold off.
And then they have one person waiting and they get to crossfire this. Dude, I'm telling you, Heretics have this map. They have this map down.
Really necessary,
because 7 rounds in and it's one of the better fractures I've seen.
Put the orbital strike through there. I mean, that's going to have much more value in one of the later rounds.
I know they're up against Nico, but
because they had weak weapons, but also the numbers advantage there, the fact they're on site. That was a little bit of an overcommitment, but securing the round either way, with or without it. And it's good to see this confident. Like, it's just, I don't understand why they did that. There was 2 players left alive, I think, when they used it. But
is the Brim ult there fine? I think it's fine,
6-1
personally.
Start. A 12-3 start for Koshmaras. I don't think there's going to be much criticism, at least of his start to this map. And
you wanna secure it. The money's not out of control. Like it's still, you still lose 1, maybe 2, and you're getting eco. Oh, this is nice. It goes up the top here so they can't be shot. Does that work? Yeah, it does work. That is cool. I think they just shot it, so maybe it needs to be higher, but it would definitely work if you did it high enough.
Looks like they're about to come in.
Okay, this is good. This is why the 5's going to work now. 5-0, right, in terms of the setup. If they go aggro, there's 5 of you here.
Big stand with me.
Holding up. Nice.
Go side together, guys.
I'll smoke side, hold on.
Hold me, guys. You might fight here.
I'll hold flank. Distance, bro, distance.
Under dish.
Under city.
Hold the smoke. Play knife and hold the same plant, guys. I'm on HP.
Warning, man. He's on top of the shit.
I'm holding the smokes.
He's on top of the what?
Tower corner, full right side. I'm not picking out.
Come under me.
I'm 10 HP.
it's just a 1v1 with Boo. Very nicely handled.
Okay, let's see what damage Boo can do.
Bitbo firing on all cylinders to start. And even though Starzo's 1 HP, he's behind a pretty thick wall. 2 teammates covering his cross. It's an impossible play.
Very nice for Gentlemen. The 5-0 works out well, huh?
Yeah, that was just a Bippo highlight reel. That's basically what did everything for them there.
So now,
they set him up.
I'm not saying Heretics are going to call a timeout, but if they wanted to call a timeout, they could own it if they wanted to. You got a Fade Eye. That obviously is either going to reveal them or it's going to get shot. You know they're 5-manning after this round. So if you at the beginning, when aggro here, let's say, and you drop a Fade Eye over the top, or you drop the Fade Eye deep here, as soon as it gets shot, you know where there's 5. So that would be the next step on this, or you could do like aggro camera if you wanted to as well. Like any of the kind of early Fade Eyes would be really big here.
Is that evolution for Martin? He can now get hit by that Horn and it won't be a problem.
That's like the counter to people going 5-0, just getting early info on the sides, and then you don't have to push it.
For mates.
And then obviously when they see a Fade Eye go here and clear here, they're not going to take the rogue back because you could be holding them.
They've seen a few rounds ago. They pressured A, and Heretics pushed north side, sent 1 man in the Scooby-Doo down under. This time Glyph is holding for that exact play.
Trips gets noted, so they've lost half the map. Did they fast react? No.
These players have pushed north.
Okay, they're in trouble.
Is coming down their way. At least not now, because the op is posted and waiting for a victim, finding 1.
Good, no overheat on this one. Should just hold Heaven line.
Yeah, he is. A little bit late. There's a risk that someone from Mates is holding close, so we won't push any further forward. And Mates at least get a plant.
Timing. Benji, you said his awareness has been on point, and now he's going to get the reveal, the swing in. Koshmaras does miss a shot. This is incredibly bold with the shorty, but Benji's done well on the other side. Now left all onto Martin. He evolved at the beginning of the round, but can this evolve into a 1v4 clutch?
Spike at least
ticking in his favor.
Nice.
There's so many players on the other side.
Whoa, what the hell?
Get it to Hard, I believe. That means that Boo can start the stick. He needs to swing.
Oh my god! There is no way!
What is that from Martin?
He gets 2 crazy kills from a smoke and then he's popped them both at the end.
Right when they needed it most.
Chat, if you showed me that and you asked for a percentage, I'm not even sure I'd give it a 1%.
It was already written, but Martin's erased.
I'm not sure I'd give him a 1%.
That is incredible.
I've always said how much I enjoyed his veto
No
play.
way.
Yeah, you said it from day 1, Tom.
Bro, look at them. They're like, what is that?
The evolution, mate. The evolution,
yeah,
you know?
Yeah.
That helped him.
That healed him up a little bit, you know?
Jesus.
Like Reina, but we'll ignore that. Judges back in hand. We saw a 33% success rate with Operator. I don't think that was Koshmaras' fault, though.
And it forces them down to an eco. That's an insane play,
slightly
man.
more problematic, and their weaponry in this round is weird.
Oh no!
God, it's like smokes don't exist.
Koshmaras was going to be tucked on the wall, but the molly sent him out wide, and he ends up getting caught by a spam as a result. That is very unfortunate. C's catching 1 up top. Boo creeping his way through. He's too far, though. The judge not working on that range, but he spotted them, and his teammates picking up the pieces, but still a few left behind. Importantly, so is the spike. Woot's holding on to control, and he knows that they need to push him. The problem is the wraparound. They can come from main now, trying to reposition. He gets safely behind the box, but did they see him?
I think they saw
They're
him.
looking the right way. It seems like they've got an idea, but he'll still...
Wow, what's going on? What is this game?
Pulling that round back with a Red Bull clutch. Heretics find 7 eventually.
I mean, it's not as crazy what we just saw, but
it seems
they were
like
pretty
everything
wild
is right
run.
in the world. One insane clutch into
Oh,
another.
okay. Dude, that's a nice spot.
And that's all it took. Like, these are the tiny details that even in the moment, I didn't think that Bimbo would have seen anything. He did over the top of the smoke, and that picks was enough to get him a kill. Woot is the hero of this story, though. 7-3. Economy's still not bad for mates. Ult's coming back online.
Yeah, I mean, I would... Okay, that's halfway there.
The Rolling Thunder.
I was gonna say, I would still like fade eye early. Okay, they are doing it. Nice. They fade eye early. They kind of confirm there's no one here.
They are sending everything the other way, though. A swing out from Woot. Koshmara's a little bit further behind. This is really awkward. Eventually.
And they're all here. You can just send it.
Definitely taking more of a hit here.
Oh, it's madness now.
Run. 5 health. I think it's time to leave, bud. Oh, he's going for it?
Economy's not in a very good spot, but he's believing. High-low setup is the death of him, though.
This map pool meta, which team should shine the most? Don't know, man. If it wasn't a neon meta, it would be Paper X. But it is a neon meta, so it's probably one of the America's teams.
From Martinez, it reinvigorated this roster.
I just don't know which one.
They stand a chance of 7-5 at the half. Sure, they would have liked to come out leading, but considering they were down, what, 6-1? I think they can be pretty happy, regardless of how this one ends.
Yeah, they've had genuinely some insane rounds. The Bippo 3K, Martin's clutch, right into Woot's clutch, right into another aggressive round towards Sand. Now, the Bucky's kind of the bait here, as Koshmara's will be.
Stun.
That stun and that stun has connected on everybody.
No way.
And still Koshmara's
Still alive.
still alive.
Damn movement. What? Nice little jump to the side here. That was sick from him.
3 times in that corner.
That extra little jump, man, got him another kill.
Making sense a long time ago.
I think he even pinked once. A little too
this
early
is a standout performance for him. We've not seen him do this.
So he just peeked out, saw them, went back, and then came out with the slide for a double. And a triple overall. Phenomenal.
You would imagine
work.
this was what he did in the prac tour.
Well, I'll tell you what, that's
say
one
prac
that
tour gets signed, but they didn't have long to prac him. We'll test them out.
All the utility lands, but somehow the bookie shots land harder. The upside here is Mini does have 2 1v1s. That's a positive.
He was decent last week. Yeah, he was good last week.
In the way down. Benji's going to
be
more
this
than ready.
Good. Well, he's just
Benji
farming
does
pretty
only have
heavy.
a pistol to work with. A chance to set himself up.
Good thing is as well, when they're pushing onto the side, he's like doing this slide every time that he needs to make the space to get the trade out, even though they're like not going down. This was one of my favorite halves from Heretics for a fracture that I've seen this year. Like since his comeback, this is probably my favorite defense half. It's been so long since I've seen people playing as aggro as this.
Nonetheless,
maybe Paper X because Jing has some cool stuff that he does. Dude, check this jump that he does. That little jump. Will you be going to London? Hopefully. That's the plan. The agent is this? It's Viper, right? Or am I just wrong? Deadlock? Green's too light for Viper. Okay, yeah. And this is the hair. Yeah, you nailed it. In my head, it was like a zoomed in Viper head.
Something with your guess is Sage there, Tom, but no, it was Deadlock. We've been fooled again. I haven't gotten any so far. It's starting to get embarrassing.
I wasn't trolling, bruh. If you asked me what color is Deadlock's shirt, I would have no idea.
Not good at this, but I'll get my practice in. These boys have had their practice though, and it certainly shows. Some incredible individual rounds just there. I don't think I'm quite over that bookie play yet. The fact that he peeked out early, didn't get punished, and then goes on to find 2 more. when he'd already had one.
If you ever need an argument more for the fact that stuns are cosmetic, that's it. There you go. They're just in your head. If you imagine they're not there, you're not actually stunned. Just hit the shot.
Okay,
Don't even start me on the mix, old. Oh my goodness. Well, 8-4 it is. Heretics with the lead, and as we said, the better half for both teams from what we've seen before behind them. For Mates, that means a real uphill battle. And they started by running down the hill, down towards the main and catching themselves a single kill, but then they back out. I like this. Advantage taken, a little bit of damage on Martin, but they're going to be happy to reset and push elsewhere. Now north side is their target, seeing nothing here.
Classic 4-1 pistol though.
Of course, there is a camera that will be periodically checking them if they go further. But they're just tucked.
Do you first stuff out
two-man setup on each angle.
player?
You've got an advantage like this.
Mate, he's a great player, but he has to be on the
danger
scan.
is Starzo getting overwhelmed by a push.
Like, he's an S-tier player.
We can see Heretics.
Unless he's on Sky, then he's very average.
Well, yeah, and eventually with no contact.
But if he's on a Sova or a Fade, like he's really up there.
Oh!
I don't think Boo saw anything there. That was just a reaction shot to turn it back into a 2 versus 2. Now, do they still expect
Viz, thank you so much for the 39 months.
To be this close by? It depends. No, it seems like Benji.
Are we talking about Rian?
Just missed the moment of the angle.
Some of these shots, though.
Anyway, it leaves it all onto Starzo.
It's offside as well, has nade.
He knows where one of the players is, but will expect Woot to be somewhere close by. So many angles to clear on this site and such an open plant that it's going to be incredibly difficult. He needs a fight. He needs to bait someone into an angle to give an opportunity. And sure, now he knows where Woot is, but will have completely lost where Benji is on the other side.
Oh, they're baiting him. They're baiting him perfectly, and now behind the box and safe. Nice shot by Starzo, but the time's the real issue here. Has to get it to half. Surely no.
Nicely done from Heretics.
But the time is too far gone for Heretics.
Doing on the pistols.
A round win for Starzo. A bit of confidence, perhaps, but might be too
little too late. Has Rian's ever played Sky? Quite a fair amount.
I think
he maybe has like 40 games or something, but his stats are so bad on it.
Maybe his eyesight's incredible, but I think that was just he killed my teammate. I'll shoot that way and hope.
Yeah, I think he saw him on the initial cross as well. So he's like, he was around there somewhere. Fire a shot through, see what happens. And, well, he took his head clean off. Fair enough.
Well, 9-4. There's been a lot of back and forth craziness, but I feel like that's where Heretics have always been able to thrive. And especially
okay, we're about to see like the benefits of the Cypher, right?
Better and better as the weeks
if this smoke ever goes, the camera would see them. He's on the rope close, being in the middle, blocks if they push over towards this way, so you always can get out if the camera gets the early info here.
This is only map 1, and sure, this is the pick of
then your team can just react.
I have a feeling
we'll say the 2 push under might have some potential.
Just take a look at Heretics' map choice last week where they got destroyed.
Even more reason for
Molly
this round to be secured and secured cleanly.
Slide, bruh.
Mates not looking to win the round anymore, but simply to make it costly, they drop as many bodies as they can. The first man to fall has a pistol. The losses aren't too
What's the advantage that Vito gives as a Senti? On this map, you're probably going to win your afterplant if you get onto a site.
Or at worst, picked up by Mates. You can see a safe exit, though, for Heretics. Boo on the cross, the only real danger, and he's made it out. They've even got a ghost to throw to Benji in surplus. A round concluded with Heretics pretty much ticking every win con so far. 10-4 on their opponent's map pick. Economy healthy. They play a bonus round here with good potential to actually convert to a round win. If they do that, then it's basically over already, and we move to the next map. And again, historically, this roster or others,
What's in the RRQ Vita today?
Get the leg up.
I mean, they did fine. They just didn't get pushed, though.
Same old story again.
If you're playing defense, you're playing against a Vito, and you don't have any round where you push here,
VALORANT, these are the scariest rounds.
you're going to lose.
You know that there's likely to be something incredibly fast. You know that when there's a judge in play, someone's going to come sliding in towards you. So the mate side need to be prepared for this one.
Yeah, this is where Heretics are going to put their all into the site. A full push forward, and let's see how they make use of this chaos with the spike down.
We push them right now. Can you damn me, please? Reveal. One.
I don't have. One more deep.
Go back.
Guys, come back and check CT.
Shit, there is money. Let's play now. Pick one.
Dead. Come, guys, come. Go plant, okay?
Main. One for CT.
He's running, guys.
Flying for CT.
He's running. Guys, can you pick on me? You can go into
Wait.
box, okay?
Yes,
Can go into box. Pick on me.
Yes.
I'm fade pools. Yeah.
It's fine. Like,
You're
pick
good.
on me.
I break it, okay?
Wait, pick.
Nice!
Very nice. Good comms, good plan.
Listen.
Yeah, just making that chaos work wonderfully for them. The flank, I don't mind the idea from mates, but I feel like that almost plays into exactly what Heretics want. You've got some weaker weapons, you can group up and fight together, and this is the problem with those rounds. Like bonus rounds nowadays, especially with how
do we
good the
feel about
judges,
people dying
Neon
to the
can
spike,
just get
giving
into
the
angles
orb
that
to the
you normally
planter,
can't get
mate?
anywhere near with any
We have a
other agent.
snowballing issue in this
It's
game,
difficult
and you want to make it
not
10 times
fall
worse.
victim to rounds like this.
Well, that's the thing. I feel bad for Bippo there. He sat back the third man in the play. Two guys going forward. He's like, I'll put a supportive stun through, guys. Just call it. All of a sudden, someone's in his face, and he's out of the round. And exactly as you said, Heretics being able to use the numbers to push those fights, to take those advantages, and then crunch back in towards main. Very nicely done. And as we said, that is a real danger.
What about 2 orbs for a
mates.
knife kill?
mean, it
I
feels
like 2 orbs for a
collision
knife
with
kill.
the
I will say
iceberg. We're
that.
taking on water. And now they
As soon
need
as
to
you give
find a port in this
some kind of
storm because
incentive
11 to
for
4
knifing,
with Heretics building up
then
quite the
it gets
bank
pretty
of
fun.
credits and mates facing into, as you can see,
More
a
moments
not
when
so
people
healthy
are
buy, which on the
going to
attack you can make
attempt to
use of,
knife.
right? You can
Like,
push
that's pretty
together,
good.
you can use the numbers on the defense.
You just create
the case.
more fun moments.
Although, the one big gun they've got is the Judge. It's in the right position. It's herd players down below, but they're not going to let him away with this. The nade cancelled, but that means they cancelled their push. No need
Dude,
for
how you,
Heretics to take
how you,
that spin.
I was going to say, how are you meant to take heaven when that's your setup, but he's one-popped him.
Because Maris is just having fun. And I feel like he is treating this like a rank game at the moment, just running around and obliterating people who should be on his level, but seemingly are not. And well, nice shots from Mini. We've had moments. This would have to match up to the best of them, and now knows where both players are, but already tagged relatively low. He's made this one closely.
Oh my.
And manages
Well, mate.
another shot. Needs one with the Sheriff.
Lucky bro, he
It
hit
would've
3
been
lovely
beautiful.
shots there.
A wonderful attempt,
That was
but
a nice try.
not quite.
That's the Mini we know, let me tell you. And the thing about mates is no shortage of clutch potential on their team. We see it from every player, but Koshmaris here really stealing the limelight. This guy, especially in that position with a shorty, it seems like every time he's there, the secondary comes out. And he's having a lot of success with, well, with everything.
I've just seen the toast.
That was
Like,
insane.
Don't get me wrong.
Guys, good job.
As your 1000th kill, that's very cool.
Okay,
but
8
if he
goes
got
at it.
one more, that would have been one of the
Dude,
sickest
Heretics
ways
look
to
good
get
at
to
this map.
1,000 kills I've ever seen.
Yeah.
This is a good
Congrats,
performance
bro.
from
Like,
them. I know it's double
Congrats
pistol,
to
so it looks a little
all, yeah.
But
inflated,
you have
but
you've got 1,000 kills.
been some good stuff, yeah.
Yay. Well, one more map loss under their belt from what we're seeing. 8 rounds in a row needed
Breach
for
Stun
mates. They're
just
gonna start
gonna
with
miss this
aggression
guy,
towards
or-
north side, but the whole team's coming here to
Or
back
they-
up Root. He finds one.
They
and
use the
rest come
neon
easy
as a
for this
drone so they
Starzo
can
and
work
Mini
out where
left
to
do it all,
stun.
and this has been one hell of a clean
I mean, I
map
get the
from
idea,
Heretics.
but
A
it's-
couple of clutches on mates notwithstanding, it's been practically flawless. Benji's timing again, he's
should you not
back
just
at his
prowler
peak.
and then
It
do
feels
it
like
off the
every
prowler?
time mates try to thread the needle, he is there to cut that thread before it can be woven into something threatening.
Okay, I mean,
For
this is a
mates,
fast map.
well, let's hope their Lotus looks a lot better than what we've seen here. And also, to be fair, it's another mark against single duelists. Like, we really are just seeing the double duelist comms
It's funny
dominate.
because one of the rounds they have is Martin getting an ace.
Yeah.
But I think there's more problems than maybe just that agent, but yeah, they are just getting glitched.
Jesus.
Yeah, why not?
Well,
Strikers.
God,
That's
they
the
wrecked
second
him,
time
man. That was
Should've got a kill
actually
and
pretty
didn't.
fun to watch.
But I don't think Heretics are going to care.
They have a
13 to 4 on
they have a
their
nice fracture.
opponent's map
Good
pick.
game plan as well,
Mitch,
right? They
who would
push
you
so
like to
much
talk
against
to
that
after
veto.
this? Who do you think we should talk